Friends. Hi, in the previous video, I have discussed about characteristics of echinoderms. So I'm continuing where I left. So characteristics of echinoderms are mainly echino means spines, derms means skin. So spiny skinned animals which are always having marine organ system level of organization, and adults are radially symmetrical while larva is here. This is the special. Larva is equal halves, bilaterally symmetrical. Adults are radially symmetrical, which are many pieces. So digestive system is complete. Anus, mouth and anus both will be there. So water vascular system for food transport and locomotion. The vascular system is water canal system, and which is happen for by this only. The small feet will be there, with that it will walk. You can observe in Discovery Channel, and if you go to some aquariums, big aquariums contain these starfish, and exchange of gases also occur through water vascular system. So water vascular system in echinoderms is for locomotion, food transport, and for breathing also. So no special excretory structure here. So sexes are separate with sexual reproduction. Fertilization is external. Development is also external. Everything outside in water only. See, most of the all marine organisms are which in water. Those fertilization and development, everything will be external only. Larval stage is free swimming. Remember this thing. If suppose they are asking characters of something which are marine, if you know that, mention the fertilization, development, everything is external. So next question is differentiates between chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. See, chondrichthyes are, the main difference is the endoskeleton is cartilaginous tissue, whereas in osteichthyes the endoskeleton is bony tissue, means which we eat generally outside food. What we take them for fish for eating, those are come under osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes are which are marine habitat, which are like shark and other which we cannot eat. Those fishes come under chondrichthyes. So based on the endoskeleton only the name has mentioned, and mouth is ventral here, whereas in osteichthyes mouth is terminal. So mouth is ventral side of the body. Here in osteichthyes it will be front side, which are terminal tip of the body. So tail fin is heterocercal, whereas in osteichthyes the air bladder is present, and operculum near mouth, it will be big fin-like structure to release the gas. Operculum is absent in chondrichthyes, whereas in osteichthyes operculum is present. And the fertilization is internal, and the fertilization here is external. So discuss the special feature of sponges. Enumerate or mention the general characters of the phylum Porifera. This is the first question. Generally, most of the time it is. This is marine habitat. Some are freshwater will be there. So these are because of pores on the body, which we take the water inside the body. That is why it is called porifera, pores on the body. So primitive, these are the old primitive first multicellular organism with cellular grade of organization. This is the speciality. These are multicellular but no tissues, only cellular grade of organization. These are some are marine, some are freshwater, only few are freshwater. Many will be in sea. Most of them all are in aquatic only. Wherever water is there, these will be there. So the adult forms are sessile, means the bigger, once it become big, those are attached to some substratum, like rocks in the sea or some to the other area, somewhere like that attached. But larval forms are free swimming. It moves. It is easy body lift, so it will go. So body is symmetrical. No symmetry, particular symmetry. Different shapes will be there. You can see in your NCERT textbook or Google search the body of the symmetry, radially symmetrical. These are body wall is diploblastic, which are endoderm, choanoderm, and pinacoderm, nothing but ectoderm. Mesoglia is in between. No mesoderm. Here mesoglia. So choanoderm, pinacoderm. Ectoderm is pinacoderm. Endoderm is choanoderm. Another name of this. Because of this porifera has choanocytes, that is why the endoderm is called. The special cells inside, those are choanocytes. Because of that, it is called choanoderm. Because of pinacocytes outside, these are called pinacoderm. So, even the flagella will be there. So, the body surface bear large number of microscopic processes. Those are called dermal ostia, which are small pores which will take inside the water inside by ostia, which are holes on the pores on the body. So the body cavity is called spongocoel, which is when water enters but goes from the body outside by of osculum. It is like mouth-like structure where near head up of the terminal part of the porifera contains osculum. Those spicules formed of calcium carbonate or silica. So those are internal skeletal support, special spicules and special choanocytes, pinacocytes will be there as I discussed already. So the end to the point, sponges reproduce asexually, some will produce sexually, and by gemmules is the formation, and the larvae of sponges are called amphiblastula or parenchyma. So examples of freshwater sponge, many times they are asking, those are called cycon and euspongia and euplectella. Some will use as a body scrubs, some will use for decoration purpose, bath scrub, spongilla, euspongia and euplectellum. Like that, many species are there. So phylum Cnidaria characteristics, you should must know these phylum characteristics, each of them at least 10 points. You can able to write. So the Coelenterata, these are also after porifera. This is the best phylum which are much more developed than porifera. These are the primitive metazoans. So these are having tissue grade of organization. Whereas porifera cellular, here this is tissue grade. Tissue grade starts from here. So they are aquatic, both freshwater and marine, solitary or solitary, colonial with radial symmetry. The body wall is diploblastic and with outer ectoderm, inner endoderm. Ectoderm has specialized stinging cells called nematocyst. Because of these nematocysts only, it is called nothing but cnidoblasts also. That is why it is called Cnidaria, Coelenterata. So the next point is body wall encloses coelenteron, gastrovascular cavity. The coelenterons exist in two forms. The asexual reproducing form is called polyp, which is polyp is nothing but the hydra shape, whereas another one umbrella shape, jealousy, what is that? Is jellies, jellyfish, which are sexually reproducing form, or medusa. This will exhibit polymorphism. Nothing but polyp form will exchange as a medusa. So the polyp stage alternates with the medusa stage in coelentrates, and it is called metagenesis. The respiratory, circulatory, excretory system are absent. Reproduction occurs by both asexual and sexual methods. So asexual reproduction is by budding. Small bud will come out of the body that will grown as an individual. Sexual reproduction is by male and female gametes. Always it will have two. Then only if it is two gametes, different gametes, then only sexual reproduction will happen. The important features of phylum Platyhelminthes. The platy, in name only flat. Platy means flat. Helminthes means worms. So multicellular organization with organ grade of organization. These are multicellular first ones. These are bilaterally symmetrical, dorso-ventrally flattened, full flat, front no shapes, complete flat, ribbon-like structures, which are dorsoventral. So body wall is triploblastic, ecto, meso, endoderm forming layers, coelom is totally absent. The body is unsegmented, varies in shape. It may be elongated, flattened, ribbon-like, leaf-like. So the parasitic forms are protected by thick cuticle and bears hooks and spines on upper layer, which are suckers for attachment. Even all digestive circulatory skeletal systems are absent. Excretory system is special characters, special cells are there which are named as flame cells, which form the protonephridia. So nervous system consists of nerve aggregations which are called ganglia. See, this is very important. First term ganglia will be there for nervous system. Sexes are mostly united. These are male and female in one only will be there. So only one organism has male and female structures, which are nothing but hermaphrodites. It is also called as hermaphrodites. So reproduction of platyhelminthes will be asexual and sexual methods. Development is indirect. So class is Turbellaria, which is nothing but Linaria. So Trematoda, which is called Fasciola hepatica. Cystoda, which is Taenia solium. Okay. So next one is Eschyhelminthes, like flatworms, but these are available as parasites in our human being intestine. No, near anus, if we eat more sweet, sometimes we get anemic, and small itchy kind will happen inside anus, which will give these production of more worms, which are bilaterally symmetrical triploblastic. Body wall is syncytial nature. Body is vermiform, cylindrical without a definite head. Cuticle is tough and resistant. The body cavity is a false coelom, pseudocoelom, and lies between body wall and digestive tract. Digestive system is complete with mouth and anus. Circulatory respiratory system are absent. Sexes are separate and exhibit sexual dimorphism, show simple or complex life cycle. So excretory system shows a pair of longitudinally excretory canals with an excretory pore. So examples are Ascaris. See, the special character in Ascaris lumbricoid is roundworm. The female will be very long, tall. The male will be small. So another hookworm is Ankylostomata duodenale. Even Wucheria come under this filaria worm. So annelida characteristics. Next one,